In the opening scene, there's this face, and it's attached to this sculpting board, actually trimmed from her dining room table. And the face has this freakishly empty space where lips are supposed to be. And then in walks a squirrel. Welcome to part 3 of my doll portrait sculpting series. In this sculpting tutorial, I teach how to sculpt the mouth. And there will be nothing about squirrels. This is CertainlyCaroline with more polymer clay fairy tale nonsense. If you haven't done so already, before you watch part 3, check out part 2 of this series to learn how to begin building up the face and how to sculpt the nose. So far, I've defined the cheeks and a lovely hilly area for the chin, and the nose is pretty well formed as well. She needs lips though, like for real. Next thing I'll do is add a snake of clay that will magically become the lower lip, and another little snake of clay that will become the upper lip. But first, some invigorating mouth anatomy, so you'll have something to talk about at parties.
How can I look cool? So, the indent just below the nose is called the philtrum. Why did I say that?
The indent just below the nose is the philtrum, and the ridges are called the philtral columns. There are 5 lobes of the lips. 3 are on the upper lip, and 2 are on the lower lip. They're slightly plumper areas of prominence, and the sculptor should know them well. This is the parting line. The corners of the lips are called the nodes. Nodes are extremely important because they dictate your sculpture's expression. When you're sculpting a small doll head, one little tap of your tool in the node can change the entire expression. The crease here is called the groove of the lower lip. The raised areas here and here are called the pillars of the mouth. And the indent just above the chin is affectionately called the mentolabial furrow.
It's mentolabial furrow. Mentolabial furrow.
I need to build up the philtral columns, so I add 2 thin snakes of clay, and then I poke at them a little with a rubber-tipped dental tool and smooth them out with a wooden tool. Alternatively, you might want to use a ball tool, a small ball tool, and push in for the philtrum, and then you naturally create the philtrum columns doing that. And watch your nostrils as you work with the upper lip, because the nostrils can get kind of funky, so just put them back in order when they get out of place. The upper lip overhangs the lower lip, so I'm adding another thin snake of clay to the upper lip, and then I blend it in. I push in a little here and there until the lower lip looks like a lower lip. The V shape in the middle part of your upper lip is called Cupid's bow. I start to define the Cupid's bow by gently pushing upward with my wooden tool. And I use a needle to add some grooves to the lips. Looking at the profile, I'm not happy with it. It has the Cupid's bow just fine, but it's too flat for Michael. I need to really add some clay here. As soon as I built up that upper lip for the, 3rd time now? I'm not sure, I don't even know. But as soon as I did, I realized I liked it so much better. By the way, excuse the bug eyes, I do apologize. Next video, I am going to explain the eyes. I thought I was going to do it in this video, but it was just getting way too long, so we'll do it in the next one. Use the small ball tool to define the philtrum and to push up the lobes of the upper lip a little, and toward the corners to push them back down again. I pick up the rubber tip tool for 2 things here, the creases and defining the middle lobe of the upper lip. So there's something called the white roll. It's a very thin roll that rests on top of the upper lip. If you could glue string just above your upper lip and line that string up with your upper lip, that's where the white roll is located. I don't know how else to explain that. It's most distinct right in the middle, just above Cupid's bow. This final touch is my attempt at lifting the mid-lobe of the upper lip just slightly to create the white roll. Part 4, I will explain the eyes, and I actually ended up scrapping this first sculpt, which happens in sculpting. You just end up scrapping it and starting all over again. That's what I did here. So be on the lookout for next week's tutorial about the eyes, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. Hey, I'd love it if you liked this video, if you did like it, and please leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I love getting your comments, and I would love to respond to them if you have any questions, anything like that. Thanks a lot, guys.